Before I start, I want to give a shout out to a Palestinian brother who was in Ferguson at the time named Bassem Masri. He has since transitioned, and rest in peace to him. But one of the links was the fact that when the Ferguson story erupted, when the city of Ferguson erupted, some of the same tactics that were happening in Gaza and happening in the West Bank for years, the tear gassing, the rubber bullets, the suppressing of press information, I think some of those things resonated with a lot of Palestinians. And what happened directly was there were Palestinians who were tweeting out links to people who were active in Ferguson about, if you're going to deal with tear gas, these are things you can do to create like barriers against tear gas. These are how you can, this is how you can make a makeshift gas mask, using milk and using baking soda to kind of neutralize the gas tear gas shells. Those sort of things really resonated with a lot of people in Ferguson, because you got to understand that Ferguson is in the Midwest. It's a very working class, economically depressed city. And I think a lot of people in that city felt like they were fighting alone. And the fact that there were people around halfway around the world who were showing solidarity with them and also saying that these are things you can do to physically combat some of the things you're up against, I think that opened a lot of people's eyes and made them realize, we're part of a global struggle against oppression. Even though we're dealing with our local issues are connected to things that are happening worldwide. And I think that's what the connection was. Also to the fact that, and I've said this as well, there are a lot of people in the States who I also think feel like they're isolated. And I've seen people who are either Palestinian or people who are connected to the Palestinian struggle who have shown up at many black protests that are black led, either waving the Palestinian flag or they've been taking the lead from what's going on in the States. And that's something that I think resonates with a lot of people as well. And that story doesn't really get out that much, but people who have their backs against the wall, like I said before, they recognize and they know the people who are standing with them. And I think that's part of an issue that doesn't get talked about as well.